Up until I was 28, I had long hair past my shoulders, and I had a hard time coming out over and over. It felt painful to say the words aloud. I needed people to know without having to tell them. So I went to a hair salon and said, "Please cut my hair very short." The hairdresser's eyes met mine in the mirror, and she said, "Are you sure?" With resignation, I said yes. She cut my hair very short, and I was suddenly very visible. I didn't wear makeup or jewelry, so without my long hair, I looked like a lesbian or a boy, depending on how closely you saw me. I had wanted finally for everyone to know, but then I didn't. Having the short hair was too much exposure for my internalized phobias. I felt like everyone was staring at me. I wanted to run away. Then I heard of a meditation retreat you could go to outside of Seattle. It's a 10-day silent retreat. I imagined myself hiding there for those 10 days while I got used to my short hair. I pictured myself disallowed from talking, from trying to explain myself and justify my existence, meditating in a woodsy lodge. I thought, this will be a great vacation from my life and from myself. A friend who had endured the same retreat said, "Oh, Kathleen, that retreat is not relaxing." But I ignored that comment. When I got to the retreat, I was assigned to a 2-person room, and we met in the meditation hall for the silence to begin. Right before they hit the gong to begin the silence, my roommate turned to me and said, "I've been a pack-a-day smoker for 5 years, and I'm going to quit smoking in these 10 days.
Oh my God.
She said, "I just smoked my last cigarette." I said, "Really? Seriously?" Because I smoke occasionally, and I'm quite worried about craving that while I'm here. Are you going to use the patch or the pills or something? She replied no with a shake of her head, and the gong rang out. After that, every day, we woke to the gong at 5 a.m. and went to the meditation hall to begin meditating. Throughout the day, the gong would sound. We'd go to the dining hall. The gong would sound. We'd go back to the meditation hall. It added up to 12 hours of meditation a day. The teacher said we were getting rid of our cravings and aversions. I was sad to learn how often I craved my cell phone and how quickly I diverted to hating someone or something. And I hated the retreat. I snuck back to my room whenever I could. I scrawled stories on the few pieces of paper I'd snuck in. Then I sat in the meditation hall and counted not only the minutes, but the seconds until the meditation was over. I narrowed it down to the percentage of the retreat that was left. 67%, 66%. At night, I could hear my roommate crying, and I wish I had cigarettes for us. There were 40 of us at the retreat, but we were to ignore each other and not even make eye contact. One day in the lunchroom, my roommate dropped her tray of food. We all snapped our heads to see what happened. Then we remembered the circumstance and averted our eyes as she crouched down to pick up her food. No one helped. It took her the entire lunch period to clean it up. On this day, day 8, I realized why I hated the retreat. I was dependent on human interaction. I usually secured this interaction through my cell phone, or through touch, eye contact, or even through helping someone clean up a mess. I was miserable without validation from other people. Finally, I set down my writing utensils and I went in the bathroom and looked in the mirror. Have you ever looked in the mirror, really looked deeply in your eyes? I hadn't, not like this, not like I was the only person on earth. I smiled at myself and said, "You're going to be okay." When the retreat ended, my roommate and I were excited to talk again. The first thing she said to me was, "Are you gay? Because you look gay." And I said aloud, "Yes, I am." She said, "You know, the retreat got easier for me on day 8. When I dropped my food in the lunchroom, I was upset that no one helped me. Then I realized I need to do this all by myself." I told her, "I know exactly what you mean." That roommate and I still keep in touch. She hasn't smoked a single cigarette. We reach out to each other just to say, "Good luck with your meditation."